Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video we are going to be unboxing the iPhone 12 mini. Now this is going to be in the red color, a highly requested color. And of course we are going to be doing a first time setup, and I'm going to give you my initial impressions and a quick review of this smartphone. So let's dive in and get started right away. So let's start to lift up the box. So I'm going to lift up the box, put it to the side. There's that iPhone Red. Now this is in fact the product Red option. I'm going to lift this up, put it to the side for 1 second, okay? And let's see what we have over here. Now, as you know, we're not getting charging bricks with the iPhones anymore, so you do have to go out there and buy one unless you have one in the house. This is a USB Type-C to Lightning cable for charging, and then all we have here is a bunch of booklets, and that's it. It's a real nice and small box, as you can see. It's a tiny little box. Here's a comparison with a Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, which is quite a larger box. And of course, you do get a charger and a bunch of earbuds in there. But anyway, let's divert our attention to the main dish, which is the iPhone right here. Let's first do a full tour around the device. All right, so here we have the iPhone. So let's get up close to the camera. So we have a dual camera system. We have a 12 megapixel wide and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. Now the wide camera has an aperture of f1.6. The ultra wide camera at the bottom has an aperture of f2.4. So it is in fact a dual camera system. We have a little microphone here, and of course we also have the flashlight. And of course the phone is capable of recording up to 4K at 60 frames per second. So let's see what's around the phone. So we do have a nice matte brushed finish that looks nice and clean. Okay, on this side we have the side key, the power button. Over here we have the 5G antenna band. Now at the bottom, as usual, we have the lightning port, and of course we have a bunch of microphones and the bottom speaker. The phone does have dual stereo speakers that sound just as good as the larger iPhone 12 Pros. So here we have the mute unmute button, we have the volume slider up and down, and here we have the SIM card tray, okay? And that's basically all we have around the device. Now let's turn this phone on for the very first time and perform an initial setup and also talk about the rest of the stuff. All right, so here we have the phone on for the first time. I'm gonna swipe this up, start the initial process, tap on English, pick the country, United States in this case. Now what you can do is you can bring up your other smartphone next to this one. If you have any other iPhone product, you can bring it close by and you can set the whole thing up automatically. But in this video, we're gonna do a manual setup. But as a quick comparison, I'm gonna X this out. Here's the iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's a huge phone. That's a tiny phone. But the crazy thing is they both have that powerful A14 processor. So they do have the same exact performance, at least. So let's tap on setup manually. Okay, I'm gonna choose the Wi-Fi network to connect to. I'm gonna pick this one. Let me dump in my password. It is saying here it's gonna take a few minutes to activate the iPhone, business as usual. All right, so let's tap on continue. I'm gonna say set up later to the Face ID, but it's very simple to set up. You just tap on continue and look into the Face ID to register your face so you can unlock your phone. As a matter of fact, let me just set it up. Okay, tap on continue. So tap on get started. I'm going to grab it and look at it real quick. Okay, so we're going to do one more scan. And we are good to go. That's it. Okay, so Face ID setup is complete. Now I can unlock the phone and do other things just with the Face ID. But of course, you need to have a backup passcode. So I'm going to pick something simple for this video. Okay, use anyway. Alerts you that it's a simple password. It knows it, but we're going to use that just in this video. Now you have the option to restore this phone from a backup or transfer information from other phones based on your needs. I'm just going to set up a fresh iPhone. Don't transfer any apps and data. Let me log in with my Apple ID. All right, so that's good to go. Agree to the terms. All right, again, it may take a few minutes to set up your Apple ID. Let's just wait that out. All right, so now I can do the express settings. Let me just do that real quick. Keep your iPhone up to date. Of course, we want to do that. So we have the latest updates as soon as possible. And then I'll set up Apple Pay later, set up in the wallet. I'm going to set up Siri later in the wallet, okay? and I'm going to set up screen time later. These are things you can spend your time on when you get the phone, and we are not going to share Apple Analytics with the developers. Now we can do True Tone or no True Tone. We're just going to keep it at the default True Tone. Tap on continue. The appearance on this thing, I'm going to stick to light mode for the video, but you can pick the dark mode as you can see, okay, which gives you a dark theme, easy on the eyes. Display zoom, I'm going to do standard, okay. Click on continue, and welcome to the iPhone. We are in fact inside. All right, so that is the iPhone. Like I said, it's got a powerful A14 Bionic chip. So anybody looking to play games on this thing are going to be very satisfied. You have things like the Apple Arcade. When you go over here, if you subscribe, what you get is access to hundreds of ad-free games. And they're all going to run at maximum performance because of that A14 Bionic chip. No stutter, no lag. Now one thing, if you go to the settings here, if you go into the display, you will notice that we do not have a 120 Hz refresh rate, as we find on many Android smartphones, flagship or even regular ones. So it is not going to feel as smooth and buttery as the other Android smartphones, but because the animations on the iPhones, are so well done, it still feels nice and smooth, but you can tell the difference when you go from 120 to a 60 Hertz display. Now beyond that, this is in fact iOS 14, so you are able to press and hold on the screen. Okay, you get a tutorial, you can tap on plus, and you are able to access widgets now. So I can go in here, let's just pick this one here as an example. I can pick a different size for the battery widget. Let's grab this one. I can drag and drop it to anywhere I want on the screen, as you can see. So I can add widgets to my screen, which is great. On the side over here, we have our app library, where you have all your applications. Okay, and then right here, we have our control panel. You can press and hold on these things to access them and make modifications to the brightness, for example, in this instance, or the volume, as you can see, up and down. So that's great. The screen itself has seen an upgrade over the iPhone 11s from last year. This is no longer a low resolution screen. This is now an OLED display, and the resolution on this guy here is 2340 by 1080, and you get 476 pixels per inches, which is not bad for a phone this small. Definitely far better than the iPhone 11 from last year. And of course, on the top here, we have the Face ID system, and also we have the 12 megapixel front-facing true depth vision camera. And even this camera here is actually able to record 4K up to 60 frames per second, just so you know. So that's a plus. But again, the biggest thing with this phone here is the size. So look at this. It easily fits into my hand. Okay, very easy. Nice color, by the way, that red color. Let me push this aside. So very easy to hold, very easy to operate with one hand, as opposed to other iPhones. Like I said, I have an iPhone 12 Pro Max here. This thing is huge. You can tell. Impossible to operate with one hand. I have an iPhone 12 Pro here. That's the Pro right there. Let me pull this out here. Okay, so this is a little bit more manageable, but still hard to operate with one hand. But this smaller screen and the smaller body with that 5.4-inch display is very easy to handle. Definitely perfect for people with small hands, as long as you can tolerate a small display. I'll let you know, it's much more fun to watch movies and play games on a larger display than a smaller display. But some people don't play games. If you just are text messaging, browsing the web, taking photos, it's gonna be fine. Okay, the biggest benefit is the price point, and of course the ease of handling, and the fact that it's got the latest processor. So this little guy is just as strong as the big guy. So that's the big deal. High performing device. So that's just my quick initial impressions and a quick review of the actual smartphone. Stay tuned for more videos. If you do have any questions, comments, and concerns, just drop them down below and let me know. Let me know what you think about that red color. I think it's great. I think it's the best color along with the white color. And of course, as a reference, right here, I have the iPhone 12, the regular iPhone 12. Let me reduce the brightness here a little bit. So that's the regular iPhone 12 in the white color, okay, which also looks great. And this is the red color. So you can tell me which one you like better in the comments down below. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. For now, have a fantastic day, alright? Alright, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH Online to get the latest updates as well. Alright, have a fantastic day.